Hey, what's up YouTube? You've caught me here just before bed making a video about Nier Automata, which is probably the last thing I should be doing right now, what with tomorrow's office presentation and my business trip to Tokyo this Friday that I haven't yet prepared for. Nonetheless, here I am bringing you 7 things I wish I knew when I started Nier Automata. I'm going to try and avoid spoilers, and while nothing massive will come up, there are a few things you might spot in the footage. But here we go. If you played the first Nier game like I have, then you'll know that the game viciously cuts you off from side quests partway through the game, making it impossible to go back and finish those last straggling fishing quests. God, I hated those fishing quests. But you still needed them to unlock your amazing array of weapons you're never going to use. Because let's be honest, the spear was the best weapon in the game, and we can all agree with that, right? And yes, they do it again in Nier Automata. So I spent the whole of my first playthrough rigorously scouring every corner of the map with these little red quest dots to clear everything before tackling the main quest, which took forever. Running back and forth across this huge landscape can take hours, cut in half. Alright, about half an hour. But still, it's tedious, which is why entry number 1 is level select. When you finish the game, on the third playthrough, you get access to the level select, which allows you to skip both forward and back between the missions, and allows you to redo things that you've done before, including quests you may have already finished. Continuing on that, there are other ways that you can save time. Teleporting from place to place saves you so much time. It's kind of a common game courtesy these days. I think there'd be riots in the digital streets without one. But they of course make you work for it a bit first. You know how the game makes you run all over the never-ending map, grabbing useless side quest items and running them all the way back again for a solid 5 hours of the game? And then out of nowhere, oh yeah, we have this cool warp function. Jeez, I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that. Did you want it? Oh, right, here it is. And that's number 2, teleporting. My advice is just pummel through the storyline until you get to it. And minor spoiler, it happens after a big explosion that opens up a crater in the middle of the city. Alright, I almost feel like this should have been my first point. So you see those lovely critters walk? Alright, nasty hairy looking critters. Well, they're not just there for sword practice, but you can actually ride them. At first, you need bait to lure them in, but afterwards, you can buy or quest your way into getting an item of unlimited moosey, piggy, ridey-ness. That sounded better in my head. Okay, next up, not that big, but still somewhat plot related, so... spoiler! Number 4. So, stuff happens and you end up as a friendly wimp, and you find that combat-wise, well, if 2B is a sword-wielding robot you're 10 foot dead, the 9S is a can opener. He's a little pathetic. I must say, he only gets one weapon and your attacks are seriously powered down. And you start to think, what in the world did I do to deserve this, until you realize, hacking powers! And it's not just blowing them up, you can actually control them as well. You hack into a robot, move around, and use that to hack into another robot, which you can then turn into a teammate. And then you just blow them up anyway. How badass is that? Number 5. Get rid of useless chips. Simple enough. Your only way of getting stronger is either leveling up or upgrading chips. These can be border shops, but you get better ones just by running around. Which means you need more space to equip them, to buy upgrades to your pack. Now I know you really want that cool, sexy looking sword, but trust me, chips are better. Number 6. Save frequently. I know this seems like a no-brainer, and heck, there are autosave spots just in case you get murdered, but one thing they don't tell you is there are 26 different possible endings, one for each letter of the alphabet, and they can spring on you at the weirdest times. Just watch this. That's right, I died. From eating a fish! And not even a particularly tasty fish! But these little events are all over the place, and they can end you in a second. Say goodbye to all the progress you made in between, because you just got owned. Last but not least, if you love a game, then you try to love all of it, even the gritty, annoying minigames. All of it, and you struggle down to the end, not wanting to miss a thing to get that elusive platinum trophy. Well, no need in Nier Automata, because our last entry is... the trophy shop! That's right, you can buy your way into Platinum Heaven. Now I can see some people getting pissy about this, but I do think it's an interesting feature. I've resisted using it so far, but with Zelda's Breath of the Wild calling me away more and more often from my PS4, I can see myself sneaking a few purchases. That being said, it isn't unlocked till the end of your 3rd or 4th playthrough, so be ready to work a decent way through it first. And that's all of them. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be bringing more gaming videos weekly, so come back again soon.